Today, I'm going to be talking about why I think Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin and why I think Ethereum is on its way to 10K within the next 2 years. And before I get into that, you might be asking yourself, why would I trust your opinion? And that is a great question. So here is a little bit about me. I've been a Boston-based equities day trader for the past 4 years, and I've been an avid proactive investor for the past 6. In this time, I've made 268% on my investment portfolio, and I've figured out how to be a profitable day trader. And while this does not make me an expert in the crypto field, it does make me an expert in knowing how to exploit trends that will be profitable and make money in the short term investing. If this sounds interesting to you, don't forget to like the video. YouTube likes to gatekeep a lot of the cryptocurrency content, so if you don't like the video, it's not going to push it up for the algorithm. So please, it would help me a ton if you like this video. Also, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I talk about stocks, investing, and day trading, so if you're interested in all those things, throw me a subscribe. But without further ado, let's get into my reasons why I think Ethereum will hit 10K in the next 2 years and outperform Bitcoin. So obviously, the only reason you would bet on something else besides Bitcoin is if you think that something else is going to outperform Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is obviously the most popular and probably the most stable investment out of all of the cryptocurrencies. So if you're going to venture outside of Bitcoin, it means that you have a reason to believe something else is going to outperform it. I did some research to see if there's a slightly higher risk play than Bitcoin that could outperform BTC while not being too risky like many of the other you-know-what coins that you may have heard of. So Ethereum has seen a great 2020 run, and that is because of a lot of components. First component I'm going to talk about is something called DeFi. And so DeFi is basically when investors can participate in locking in funds into a cryptocurrency for a certain period of time in order to promise the cryptocurrency that it has backing for a certain duration of time. DeFi on Ethereum currently is $16 billion, meaning that $16 billion of people's money is now tied up for the next 18 months contractually on Ethereum, which gives Ethereum a little bit of breathing room in development to come out with Ethereum 2.0, which is what I'm going to get into in a little bit. As of right now, Ethereum is actually printing more transactions than Bitcoin itself. So there's more people participating in the blockchain transactions in Ethereum than Bitcoin. So that speaks volumes to me about what Ethereum is functionally versus Bitcoin. Ethereum right now can support roughly 30 transactions per second, which is better than Bitcoin because Bitcoin can only do about 3.5 transactions per second. Okay, so the three biggest components of crypto development is scalability, decentralization, and security. Okay, so if you can have all three of those things, you have a very, very good cryptocurrency. Obviously, you need adoption, or else, you can have a cryptocurrency and if no one's using it, it's just like pointless, right? You need people using the cryptocurrency, which Ethereum being the second largest cryptocurrency to Bitcoin with more market participation right now is in a really, really good seat to be just that. Ethereum transaction fees right now are actually the highest they've ever been, and the participation in Ethereum in the transactions to the blockchain are as high as they've ever been as well. So that tells me that people are willing to pay a premium in order to use Ethereum to complete transactions. Also, the development activity in Ethereum is the highest of any cryptocurrency right now. This basically means that Ethereum has the most smart people working to develop Ethereum 2.0, which in my opinion is going to drastically improve and change the game for Ethereum. So Ethereum 2.0 is currently being developed, and it is going to be a layer 1 solution. So what a layer 1 solution is it basically means that instead of trying to patch the current software and try to lay things over it to make adjustments and make it work, they're actually trying to completely change the code and the makeup of the inner workings, which is more risky. And that is why they have the DeFi funds in there, so that they can basically lock in investors while they're trying to work the kinks out of the new software that's going to come in. But this new software promises to do 100,000 transactions per second, which will smash open any sort of other fiat transaction processes like Visa or MasterCard or any of those companies. They can do about 3,500 transactions per second. So if Ethereum 2.0 can manage to do 100,000 transactions per second, you're going to see a lot more utilization of Ethereum, and that could mean big growth for Ethereum, in my opinion. So the only thing really holding it back at this point would be the transaction fees and the usage, both of which are being improved currently. So like I said, there's already more volume going through Ethereum than there is in Bitcoin, and Ethereum is moving to proof of work versus proof of stake. and the network will be able to take thousands more transactions per second than Bitcoin. And what this is going to do is it's basically going to allow a lot more people to do smaller transactions on Ethereum, because the fees aren't going to outweigh the benefits of using Ethereum. So the faster the transactions that can be done and the cheaper that they can do it with Ethereum 2.0, the more we should see people utilizing it for day-to-day transactions, which leads me to believe that it will grow substantially faster than Bitcoin. So you might be saying, well, Craig, there's a lot of companies that do this, and you're saying it's just Ethereum, but there's a lot of these other coins that I'm finding. But like I said in the beginning, I'm not a crypto expert. Okay, I'm simply looking for the best position for risk reward, right? And since cryptocurrency success relies largely on participation, betting on coins with speculative future participation is a way riskier investment than trying to find a coin with good growth potential that is already widely used, in fact, used more than Bitcoin. And while Bitcoin is the most popular cryptocurrency in the mainstream media, it does not have the same scalability opportunity. Rather, it should be something along the lines of gold, where it's not fast to transfer, it's not really practical, but it's great for storing wealth. So taking that into consideration, I can see Bitcoin growth slow down and turn more into a gradual, stable growth, whereas I can see Ethereum grow significantly faster right now because of its scalability, practicality, speed, and overall design purpose. So something I wanted to mention is I'm not offering formal investing advice. You should do your own research and know what you're doing before you put your money somewhere. But I personally have a large long-term portfolio allocation in Bitcoin, but I am more heavily invested in Ethereum short term. And because I think Bitcoin is going to turn into more of a gold type asset, I think it's going to be an amazing hedge investment for when the equity markets are down. So when equities go down, usually gold goes up. So in case any of you are interested, I'm going to show you my portfolio allocation right here. This is basically laid out by percent to show you where all of my money is. So because I believe that cryptocurrency is probably going to outperform equities in the near future, I have 60% of my capital in cryptocurrency, 65% of it in Ethereum, 30% in Bitcoin, and 5% in XRP. I know a lot of people are going to laugh at the XRP position, but if they manage to beat the lawsuit with the SEC, you could see a major pop in XRP. Probably won't be holding it long term, but just as a short trade position, I have a 5% position just in case something happens. And then the equities department, 40% of my total capital is allocated into equities, 15% in Apple stock, 10% in Microsoft stock, 10% in Tesla stock, because who knows really what's going to happen with Tesla. Amazon 15% because I'm slightly more confident in Amazon long term. Google 10%. I think Google has a really nice chance of lasting long term. And then finally 40% allocation in, but basically it's just kind of like a safe haven in the technology sector. This is kind of a less risky portfolio. I put all the risk kind of into the cryptocurrency to overcompensate for the slow growth in the equities department. But anyways, guys, I hope you found this video entertaining. Like I said, I'm not a cryptocurrency expert. I'm just an investing expert and a trader expert. And right now I've been doing a lot of research on cryptocurrencies because I really believe that blockchain and this way of transaction is going to change the world. So I want to be financially invested in that in case that is the case. If you have any questions for me, put them in the comments below. If you haven't done so already, I please ask you subscribe to the channel if you made it to this point in the video. Okay, I'm growing a small channel. That would help me a ton. Like the video, and I will see you all in the next video.